Hello there, and thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Esther. Welcome to my channel, My Money Matters. This channel is to make me accountable with my budget, and my hope is to inspire others to see the benefit of saving and cash stuffing. So I've got a pile in front of me in the hope that I can remember to talk to you about the things I want to talk about. Just going to move this candle just in case. So last time when I did my video, I talked about budget books, and I was strongly considering whether to buy a budget book or whether to get some papers to fill a file. So I thought, right, let's give it another go. Let's try and actually do my own budget sheets, because doing your own budget sheets means that it's customised to how you need it to be. So I'm going to give this a go and see if it works. So I thought I'd show you my very grand sheets. They're not quite fitting onto the screen. So just quickly going over these. And I want to start it when the month starts. So if you're wondering why I haven't started already, I want to start when the next month of October starts, or when my next payday is at the end of the month. So here I've written down where I need cash stuff. Now I've had a really good revamp and look at my different categories, if there was anything I could take away, anything that didn't need staying, or were they in the right category. I tend to do long-term, short-term and a challenge binder. So I've gone through those and sorted those out, and I was trying to condense them so that they'd all fit onto one section as well. So I'll go through this properly when I do it, hopefully when I start in the new budget month. So that's for my weekly cash stuffing, and then this is for my regular bills and long-term sinking funds, cash challenges and hyperjar. So this candle is still worrying me a bit. I'm just going to put it off to the side. So again, I've listed all these. Now, when I did this before, I printed it off to save me writing it every time. But what I found was happening is I was changing my categories, or some categories would come and go. So I much prefer this way of actually writing everything out. Then I've got a monthly breakdown. I liked the idea of the calendar of when maybe bills are coming out, and to track my spending on like a monthly breakdown calendar. So I've done that, and then this will go into details with my spends. So that's the plan, and I'm hoping then I can do you a budget breakdown or a budget with me video if I manage to do that. The next thing to say is I've been back at work. I've not been doing so much spending, which is an advantage. I don't know about you, but when you go back to work, I'm not out in the shops spending as much as I would maybe on during the weeks. Yes, the weekends or any time I'm out at the shops, it tends to be a bit more spendy, but on a whole, because I'm working, thankfully those spends are a bit less. The other thing I've decided to do for this week, rather than restuff my weekly money because I just don't need it, I'm actually saving my pound coins in my laminated pockets. You might be saying, yes, Esther, but does your money fall out? At the moment, if you're careful, if I'm careful, the pound coins have actually stayed in the right pockets. Anything smaller, I'm just going to put in as loose change. But when I've got so many pounds, I think, well, it's still worth saving those in the right categories. And because I've got money in here, there's no point me adding any more at the moment. So I'm not going to touch my Saffiano today. Pray tell, what are you going to do today, Esther? Well, I'm going to cash some money in my challenges. I had to look at my bank account and thought, yep, I've got a bit of spare cash that I can stuff in my challenges. Another thing that I just wanted to point out is you might be wondering about my Etsy shop and why I don't talk about my Etsy income. So yes, thank you for those who have shopped with me. My Etsy income I'm keeping separate with my business. I have a craft business, so any of the money that comes in I'm keeping separate as business money, because the card that I use comes out of my business money, etc, etc. And so that's why I don't do an Etsy income stuff. Okay, so that's the answer to that one. The other thing that I want to talk to you about is I've got a busy September coming up at the end of the month. I've got my son's birthday, I've got our wedding anniversary and my in-laws' anniversary. They'll be celebrating their golden wedding anniversary, which is 50 years of marriage. Incredible. And so I've bought them a few bits, and I just wanted to show you these mugs that I got from Etsy, which I thought were rather cool. So I've got them personalised with their name on it, and you can get the year put on it as well. and I've been busy doing a cross stitch. So every special anniversary I make them a cross stitch. This might be the last one that I do because they're running out of space on their wall to put any more, but that's the hope. So that's now finished. I just need to find a frame to put that in, and it's just been great having that savings put aside for that. Let's get stuffing into our challenge. So today I've got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 pounds to stuff into our challenges. We're going to see where we're going to distribute this 25 pounds. What I might do is skip to the back and work this way, because I'm still in two minds what I'm going to do with one of the fivers. I think I might put it in my 365. So this here is my money jar challenge, and when I colour this in, I'm just going to briefly talk about the fact that it's got the Queen's face on all our money, which is quite bizarre really, because as you know, hopefully by now, the Queen has passed away, and I didn't actually ever get to meet the Queen. I don't know if you guys ever met her. I never got to meet the Queen, and so it's quite weird seeing her face on our money, isn't it? One thing particularly that the Queen meant to me was her faith, and how that really came across in her speeches and in her Christmas talks and things like that. So that meant a lot to me that the Queen, shared my personal faith. So we're going to count up what's in our money jar challenge. So this challenge here is for me to just save up money for my channel spend. So for my giveaways and bits and pieces like that, I've been buying things on my channel and I owe myself back some money. So I'm just going to fill my jar, and that goes towards that. So it's got 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. So a slow build, these challenges, and I'm going to just chuck in money when and where I can. But it all helps towards those savings. And next up we have the Canon Selfie Challenge. So the Canon Selfie is a photograph printer, and I'm saving up to get one of these. They're about £130, I think, and I keep umming and ahhing whether I want one, but I thought if I save up money for it and then I can buy it, and then I feel like it's more justified, and hopefully by the time I've saved it I'll go, yeah, I definitely want one. So a fiver is going to go into our selfie challenge today. And this now has, make sure I should put the money in, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 pounds in the Canon Selfie Challenge. So sort of halfway there. Okay, next is the Mandala Money Challenge. Now each of these shapes represents a pound, so I get to colour this in a bit more speedily, shall I say. And this was to go towards paying myself back for my Saffiano and for buying a pen. Now I bought myself, oh look, it's got a tenner going in. I bought myself a fountain pen, and which came as a matching pen. Now I didn't realise it had a figure of a person on the front. But there we go. I just liked it because look at the colour match. So it came with the fountain pen and another pen. So rather than buying a special Saffiano pen, I just decided that this special, what do they call them? Parker fountain pen and pen would go in my Saffiano instead, and I've got a nice fountain pen because I wanted a nice pen. So it kind of, made sense. So I'm just going to, again, get this challenge completed and I'll just stick it back in my account. Did I stick the fiver in? I've lost track. I think I did. So let's get these coloured. I've lost my yellow. Hold on. The yellow and the brown Sharpie jumped ship. So, oh, can I just say, I saw this really fun, I don't know if it'd work though. Oh yes, it would work on the big Sharpies. So I saw this tip about Sharpies, that if you don't want people to steal your black Sharpie like this, you just put the yellow lid on the top, because who wants a yellow Sharpie, right? I know, great tip, isn't it? Right, let's colour these in. So we're going to colour 5 of these whole shapes, I decided. I mean, if you want this to last much longer, by all means colour the shapes individually, but I I don't want to be here for years doing the same old challenge, so I decided these will be bigger shapes, so that's 3, isn't it? So annoyingly, I'm left with 1 shape, but hey ho. Until I get some more money in here, it's going to have to be left blank. There we go, it's looking more and more colourful. Grand. Look, that brown keeps wanting to jump ship. In you go. Okay, that's done. All right. The bane of our lives, ladies and gents, the 365 challenge. Okay, let's grab out the calculator. Yes, I will put a tenner in because I want to make a dent in here. 322, take away 321. Take away 320. Oh well. At least we completed a row. Let's look on the bright side of life. So we can cross out 322, 321, 320. Have we got a 37? Yes, we have. Got a nice little row happening over there as well. So a tenner is going to go in our penny savings. So I think once we get these kind of 3 and 2 rows out the way a little bit. Oh dear. Anyway, slow burner, folks. Slow burner is the word. So already in here, this isn't including the change, but it's got 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. 155 towards the 365 challenge. That's not bad, is it? Come on. So you might be saying, yes, Esther, but they aren't pennies. Yes, I know that. But it's all money towards the challenge, okay? And if you've been watching my channel, you would have realised previously I did condense all the cash. So you can go back and watch the video if you like. So that's today. Was there anything else to say to you? I think that's it, really. I'm up to date with all my news for now. Thank you so much for joining me and watching along. I do love your company, do you know that? And I appreciate you watching along. I appreciate your support. I appreciate you subscribing and coming along for the journey. So don't forget to give me a like, please. You can subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that bell to get notifications. Don't forget, I do love reading your comments, so please be sure to leave me one and I'll get back to you when I can. Have a fantastic day. Take care. God bless. Happy cash stuffing, y'all. Catch you next time on My Money Matters.